Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne, and as always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we are ready to bring to you details of all the top stories from both here at home and around the world. So do stay tuned with us for the news in detail. Let's move on to the top local news item this morning. At least 25 people have been injured in a collision between a bus and a tipper truck near the Minneriya Oya Bridge early this morning. Police stated that the accident occurred at around 3 a.m. when a bus travelling from Oya to Colombo collided with this tipper truck. Among the injured are both the drivers of the bus and the tipper. According to the police, the injured were admitted to the Polonnaruwa and Habarana hospitals for treatment. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. The Sri Lankan athletics team has returned home after a successful campaign at the 2025 World Athletics Continental Tour held in India, securing a total of 5 medals, 2 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze. Sri Lanka's gold medals came from the men's 400 meters relay and men's javelin throw event. The victorious 4x400 meter relay team consisted of Kalhara Indupa, Sadevraja Karuna, Omel Sachintha and Minol Inesh Dismitha, who delivered an outstanding performance to clinch the first place. Rumesh Tharanga secured the second gold for the country in the men's javelin throw. Chamod Yodasinghe earned a silver medal in the men's 100 meter sprint, while Nadisha Dilhani Lekhamge brought home another silver in the women's javelin throw. Sumedha Ranasinghe rounded off the medal tally with a bronze in the men's javelin throw. Let's move on to more local news for this morning. The International Youth Day is observed today, the 12th of August, under the global theme Local Youth Actions for the SDGs and Beyond. The United Nations declared in 1999 that the 12th of August would be celebrated annually as the International Youth Day to recognize the contributions and potential of the young people across the world. The first official observance took place in the year 2000. Now in 2015, UN member states adopted 17 Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs aimed at ending poverty, tackling climate change and promoting global well-being. This year's observance once again highlights the vital role of youth in advancing these global aspirations. According to the United Nations, individuals aged between 15 and 24 are considered youth, making up around 16% of this world's population. However, the UN emphasizes that the spirit of youth participation and the celebration of this day is not limited by age. It is open to all who are committed to creating a better future. As the world faces complex challenges, the International Youth Day serves as a reminder of the energy, innovation and activism that young people bring to the global stage. Meanwhile, the National Youth Conference is being held this morning under the patronage of President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, marking its return after 32 years. Chairman of the National Youth Services Council, Attorney-at-Law Supun Vijayratne says that this event will take place at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium with the participation of over 6,000 youth representatives from across the island. In the lead-up to the national event, youth clubs were established at regional level as part of a broader initiative to form a nationwide youth network. Let's move on to the weather forecast for today. The Met Department says that showers will occur at times in the western and Sabaragamo provinces and in the Nuwara Eliya, Kandy, Gaul and Mathura districts. Several spells of showers will occur in the northwestern province as well. A few showers may occur in the northern province. Showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Uva province and in the Ampara and Batiklu districts after 2 p.m. today. Fairly strong winds of about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour can be expected at times over the western slopes of the central hills and in the northern, north central, northwestern and southern provinces and in the Trincomalee district. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. On to more local news for this morning. The deadline to apply for the 2025 GCE Advanced Level Examination ends at midnight today. The Ministry of Education stated that students can still submit their applications online throughout this day. The application window was previously extended to accommodate candidates who were awaiting the 2024 A-level re-scrutinized results and those who were unable to apply within the initial period. However, the Department of Examinations has confirmed that no further extensions will be granted beyond today. Now, the Paddy Marketing Board will commence paddy purchasing operations in the Polonnaruwa district starting today as part of the Yala season procurement program. Chairman of the board, Manjula Pinnalanda, stated that the buying process was delayed due to setbacks in the harvesting schedule in the area. With harvesting now underway, paddy will be purchased at around 15 storage facilities across Polonnaruwa. Island-wide, there are approximately 300 paddy storage centres under the Paddy Marketing Board. Out of these, 115 facilities have already begun purchasing Yala season harvests. According to the Paddy Marketing Board, a total of 13,100 metric tons of paddy have been purchased across the country so far during the Yala season. Let's now move on to international news. The United States and China on Monday extended tariff truce for another 90 days, staving off triple-digit duties on Chinese goods as US retailers get ready to ramp up inventories ahead of the critical end-of-year holiday season. US President Donald Trump announced that he had signed an executive order suspending the imposition of higher tariffs until 12:01 a.m. on the 10th of November, with all other elements of the truce to remain in place. China's Commerce Ministry issued parallel moves early local China time on Tuesday, saying it would adopt and maintain all necessary measures to suspend or remove non-tariff measures. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said he was deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C. and taking control of the city's police force as he pledged to crack down on crime and homelessness in the city. Trump declared a public safety emergency on Monday, deploying 800 National Guard troops to bolster hundreds of federal law enforcement officers who were deployed over the weekend. He told reporters at the White House, and I quote, "It is becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness," unquote. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
The city's Mayor Minneriya has rejected the president's claims about crime, and while there was a spike in 2023, statistics show it has fallen since then. The army said in a statement that violent crime in the city is also at a 30-year low. It also said of the 800 National Guard troops who will be activated, between 100 to 200 will be deployed and supporting law enforcement at any given time. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the National Guardsmen would arrive by the end of this week. And that's a wrap of this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. Thank you for joining us this morning. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.